Oh, Borakove just won an Open. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know that name. Just won an Open with Blue White Spirits.
That's right.
Where were we when we watched that?
Weren't we here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We were
beat
here.
Annalise Faustino playing
the
Tron
finals.
on playing finals.
Yep. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago. Time flies. That was like a month ago. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Yep.
So
that's how it goes.
Yeah. Here's a Thoughtseize from Borakove. Take a look at Donegan's hand. Land heavy, which I'm not surprised by, along with a couple ponders, and it looks like a fatal push. Let's go over to Dylan now. Just an underground C and a passing of the turn. Borakove is going to play Volcanic Island and Bitter Blossom. All right.
Oh, boy.
That's tough for Dylan's deck. Can't get it off the battlefield, really. Probably just can't, period.
And I like Dylan last turn not casting Ponder. May wonder why. Because his hand's so land heavy, it was already land heavy to begin with, and then his first draw step was underground C. He wants to make sure that he has maximum agency over the Ponder of being able to shuffle away, keep one and shuffle away two, because it is a really precarious spot already where if he draws maybe even one land too many from this spot, he's going to just flood out and die.
Mm-hmm. Arilax Fairy Token is here. We go over to Borakove as he loses a little bit of life for making that token. Lightning Bolt in hand now. This is a Ponder. 3 cards coming here for Steven. He'll set it there with the Ponder, draw a card. Follow-up is the Scalding Tarn. Let's go back over to Dylan Donegan. Pass the turn back. Arilax Fairy Token. In for 1. Of course, the token that's on the Bitter Blossom is the one that's always going to be summoning sick. It's just easier to do things this way if you've ever played with the Bitter Blossom before, functionally, while you're playing a game, as Borakove will sacrifice a Scalding Tarn and get himself an Underground C. Well, it looks like we're going to go towards Liliana potentially, or it's actually going to be a real big fish in Gurmag Angler. Liliana in hand still, however, as Lightning Bolt is the draw. Doesn't look good in this game.
Yeah, not super clear how Donegan can profitably proceed from here.
Yeah, this seems like a very difficult game to win as Borakove is starting to really run away with things pretty quickly, though Steven is down a game, but in a very good spot right now. Here's an attack for 7. Well, now this gets added to the party, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wasteland action. Just going to pass the turn back. Donegan will draw another land. That seems like the last thing that he needs. Well, fair enough.
He was basically just beat on turn 2.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Dylan with no reaction whatsoever. We'll just play a third game, and Steven Borakove is going to win this game and match against Dylan Donegan. Grixis Delver, Grixis Control, getting ready here for game number 3. So that was pretty straightforward and easy. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, sure was. I'll tell you what. Well, these players are going to go to the drawing board here very quickly. And we are going to talk about the Season 2 schedule here on the SCG Tour. That's what we're going to talk about. Because Steven Borakove is a winner already on the SCG Tour. We are here in Baltimore earlier this year, and he might be a winner again. Now, of course, Atlanta, Worcester, Philly, Indy, Dallas, Baltimore where Borakove won, Syracuse last weekend, and now Baltimore here where we're crowned champion. We're already through quite a few shows, but on page number 2, that's where you'll see Columbus, and unfortunately for you Philly fans, a canceled Open.
Sorry, flooded out. Couldn't get the venue repaired in time. But we have Modern in Dallas and Charlotte to round out October, then regional championships over at go.starcggames.com/regionals. Find the regionals closest to you. Las Vegas, back here in Baltimore at the beginning of December, and then the Season 2 Invitational in Roanoke, December 7th through the 9th, with Modern and Standard as the invitational formats.
Play mats aplenty, starting off with Siege Gang Commander for all of you Standard Open and Classic players. For our Modern Open and Classic players, we've got the beautiful Llanowar Elves. That'll be dominating Standard soon enough, I'm sure. And then in Legacy, it'll be Wizards Lightning, Ryan Overturf's invitational card. free exclusive playmat with entry into any 2018 Season 2 Open, Classic, and Infinite Challenge package. And keep your eyes out there. 2019 details coming soon.
I don't know about them.
I know you don't. We're working on them, baby. Coming soon, though. Pretty excited for next year. Got some big news coming. I think you fine folks at home will be pretty happy about that. So hopefully you can join us for the rest of 2018. We'll be another trip out here to Baltimore. Love Baltimore.
Love it.
Love Baltimore.
Rising in my power rankings.
It's been always high for me for the food, though. Some tough news today on the food front. Some tough news for you Baltimore food fans. Noodles and Company closed here at the Inner Harbor.
A landmark.
An SCG Tour staple. We've been eating at Noodles and Company for half a decade.
Finally
it's gone.
Finally closed its doors.
Nick and I mean, you weren't really that big of a fan, but Nick and I tried to keep that baby open. Nick just slamming Wisconsin macaroni and cheese and me taking anything else they would serve. They're closed now. We couldn't do it by ourselves. Rest in peace, Noodles and Company. Now, if I go to Indy next year and that one's closed, we're going to have some serious talks about
that one's never closing.
Who's running that company? Because that location should be impossible to close.
It's impossible.
Given its location
to
the convention center and all the hotels. What, do people not like pasta anymore? I guess pasta, if people are doing keto, can't eat that either.
That Noodles and Company is going to outlive me.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
It's a great business model. I don't understand why people, what are they doing wrong there? Food's good.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
No, it isn't, dude. No, it isn't, man. You know it's not.
Dude, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
Stop.
that's different than good.
It's okay. It's good. It's good. You get soup. You don't even get noodles when you go.
I do get the butter noodles. My favorite thing about the butter noodles is that half of them come out crunchy and then half of them come out chewy. So every bite's like a different experience.
It's a bunch of different textures.
That's actually the biggest critique that I have about butter noodles is they all kind of taste the same. Not at Noodles and Company. They are. Every bite is its own adventure. Just a total immersive culinary experiences. All of your senses being triggered the whole time. You know?
Didn't expect a crunch there.
Yeah, didn't expect a crunch.
All right. There's a wasteland. Got to take care of.
Why was that bite so damp?
Yeah. Look, they like to mix it up at Noodles.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
They like to mix it up.
Exactly.
They celebrate all portions of the palate.
Yeah.
That's all. It's time for a brainstorm here for Steven. He'll draw 3 cards, put 2 back. It'll be impressive to see Borakove make a run here across 2 different formats. We just watched him win in Modern last month with Blue-White Spirits. No one's been able to really emulate his success with that particular deck, though Bant Spirits is starting to pick up in Modern. But if he's able to do well with that and then Grixis Delver in Legacy, we might have someone really starting to rise the ranks here on the SCG Tour.
Yep. One win, we've seen one win a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of going back to back, that's much less common.
Misty Rainforest to land. Untap, upkeep, not going to sacrifice it just yet. He's going to play a Delver of Secrets. Pass the turn back, will Borakove. Let's go back over to Dylan Donegan. Donegan going to play a Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3 cards there for Dylan. And Baleful Strix among the options there. And Dylan's already played his land for his turn there in Blue Delta. He rises in his chair a little bit because I think he might be feeling pretty good about how things are going.
Yeah, well, we've gotten out of the first couple turns without anything disastrous happening, and as we covered day 1 here, that seems to be a winning recipe for Grixis Control against Delver.
Looks like it'll be a Volcanic Island here for Dylan. Again, he does have a Baleful Strix, does the member of Team Lotus Box. And now there's that Baleful Strix. See if that resolves. It will. Borakove knows his top card is Force of Will. He'll transform the Delver right away, and he'll sacrifice the fetch land to make sure he doesn't draw that card.
Yeah, I think needs more mana now or cheap stuff to do. One or the other, and Force of Will is neither.
Fresh draw step coming here for Steven. Found a land. Think he needed one too. Volcanic Island here. Liliana. And this is worth fighting over. Gonna plus to take care of the Baleful Strix. It's gonna resolve. Now, there is a Pyroblast. Daze is gonna go after that. This is bad news for Donegan.
Yeah, great turn there for Borakove.
Absolutely. We'll head back over to Dylan now. Last turn looked like a good one, but Steven had a better one, so now Dylan's got to try to match him here. Scalding Tarn, Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's a good place to start. Force of Will. Exiling Brainstorm. Looking to take care of the powerful Planeswalker. That'll work.
It's another big moment there for Borakove. Jace gets onto the battlefield, even with Liliana. You know, you don't want to be going Planeswalker for Planeswalker, but Chris's control.
True Name Nemesis is going to resolve now after Borakove attacks and pushes the Liliana up to 5. Now if you're Dylan Donegan, you got to show me it's like a Marsh Casualties with Kicker or something to even get things started. Now I actually think he does have Marsh Casualties in hand. It's actually Toxic Deluge, and that's fine too.
Yeah, that plays here just fine.
Yep.
Although, Borakove does get to rebuild with the Liliana here.
Mm-hmm. But you might be okay with that. You might be fine with him saying, I'm going to go down. You're going to get back True Name. Okay, that's fine. I've got an answer to that. I believe Marsh Casualty is in hand here for Dylan, so he can kind of work himself through this.
Still tough. You got a finite number of answers to that card, and
there's Snapcaster Mage. Sack to fetch. I believe Dylan is targeting Brainstorm in this exchange. There's a basic island, and now we'll see a Brainstorm get hit by a Spell Pierce, so that's not going to work.
yeah, at this point, Borakove can't even Spell Pierce Jace the Mind Sculptor, so you got to cash it in there.
Mm-hmm. Donegan will draw. Baleful Strix is where he'll start his turn. New card coming here for Donegan. Starting to pick back up here after what was not... Things were not looking great as there's a Marsh Casualties. There's an attack for 2. Liliana down to 1. Now Liliana still gets some work done by killing Snapcaster Mage, and Baleful Strix will knock that down to 1, but then Liliana can take care of that too. Let's go back over to Dylan.
Kolagon's Command in Donegan's hand here. That's a big one too.
Good. Grixis Control starting to really take control of this game.
Yeah, this was a kind of a key moment here for Donegan. If he can get the Liliana off the battlefield this turn, he gets to keep the Baleful Strix and really just pull ahead on total number of cards. If the Liliana is able to eat the Baleful Strix, then you're a turn or 2 away from having to worry about True Name Nemesis coming back. So now Donegan firmly ahead.
K-Command going to take care of Liliana, and now this will be an Inquisition of Kozilek. Able to get back the old Snapcaster Mage too. As you mentioned, firmly ahead. Here, Snapcaster Mage. Target Brainstorm. Let Inquisition resolve. Flusterstorm or Fatal Push. Those are the options. Wasteland's going to go after Badlands. And now here's the Brainstorm on end steps. Actually, a Flusterstorm there for Steven will take care of that. Now, however, is an attack for 3. Borakov's going to fall down to 13. And Donegan is going to ponder it up. Baleful Strix among those cards. Draw. Play the Strix. Draw another card. Play the Angler. Oh, that's a...
And Jace was the last one in the bunch too.
Well, then we're probably done. We might be done just now.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. Donegan going to untap and draw. There's a pretty healthy attack. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You mentioned Jace being the last of the bunch, and there it is. The Mind Sculptor is here. You're not going to get to see an ultimate. You get to see a Fate Seal. Draw that card. Concede that game. Dylan Donegan and win this game and match here over Steven Borakove. 2-1. Number 15 on the SCG Tour leaderboard. And your youngest invitational champion ever here on the SCG Tour. Whew, making it look good. 8-0 here.